Assalamu alaikum. Today I'm going to start with the first topic in Unit 1. Okay, the topic name is Meeting Customer Needs. Under main topic Meeting Customer Need, there will be 3 subtopics. That is the market, market research, and market positioning. Today we are going to discuss the market. Under the market also there's going to be subtopics, and I'm going to focus more on the characteristics of mass market today. Now, let us going to look at the learning objectives. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to discuss the characteristics of mass market in terms of size, market share, and brands. And also, we are going to plan an answer to a sample exam question based on the topic. Now, before starting with the characteristics of market, it's important for you to understand the definition of market, what a market is. So we could say a market is a set of arrangement which allows buyers and sellers to communicate. In other words, we say a market is a place where buyers and sellers meet. And there are different types of markets, as you can see here. Consumer goods market, where consumer products are being sold, and markets for services, such as for the market for auditing services, okay? The housing market, where buying and selling of property take place, commodity market, and also financial markets. Commodity market means where the raw materials are sold like copper, okay? And financial markets is dealing with currency buying and selling. Now, let us look what market size means. The size of the market can be estimated or calculated by the total sales of the business in the market. So there are 2 ways which it is calculated. That is first by value and volume. Value here means, like, for example, how much amount is spent by the consumers to buy the products. Like, for example, market size of fast food products, let's say, burgers, sandwiches, all those things. We can calculate by understanding how much amount the consumers spend to buy those goods. Volume can be the physical quantities of products that are produced and sold. Volume can be calculated, the market size can be calculated by seeing like the physical quantity, let's say airline business, like how many passengers have traveled. Okay, like that. Okay, next come market share. Market share means the total sales or the proportion of total sales in a market, which one or business or brands are responsible. So it is also expressed as a percentage and can be calculated by value and volume. Now, it is very important for you to know how to calculate market share. Looking at the old syllabus, this concept was there, and they were asking questions to calculate market share. So there is a high possibility that in this new syllabus also, they are going to give a question to calculate market share. So for that, students, you need to understand how to calculate market share. What formula is used to calculate? So this is the formula, as you can see from here. Sales of a business divided by total sales in the market into 100. Now, I want you to take your book and make a note of this question. This is important for you to practice the question and how the examiners will be giving marks for such type of question. As you all know, calculate is one of the command word which is used by the examiners. So there is a high chance that they might ask a question either from section A or section B. So therefore, I want you to have a clear idea about how to calculate market share. Now let us look at this example. So here in this scenario, it is talking about air conditioning contractors in Urdu city. So in 2019, annual sales of air conditioning contractor is given, okay? And also, there are 6 other AC contractors of varying sizes, and together 7 businesses are there. And the sales of that is given there. Now you have to identify by read in the scenario how you are going to calculate market share. Okay, so there is a specific way which the examiners are expecting the students to answer to this question. Now let us look at that. So the question comes like this, okay? They will give a data to you, figures will be given, and then you have to calculate the market share for AC contractor in 2019. So you are advised to show the working, which is for 4 marks. Now let us look at the marks split up for this question. It is for 4 marks. So if a calculation question comes, look at the word calculate, that is a command word. So if a calculation question comes, this is how they are split, how they are given the marks, okay, for knowledge, for application, and for analysis. For knowledge, 1 mark for identifying the formula. Very easy, isn't it? You know the formula to calculate market share. Next is you have to apply, okay, application, which is given for 2 marks for selecting the correct data. How are you going to select the correct data? By reading the scenario which is given, and you have to substitute the correct figure to the formula. Remember, by mistake also, if you substitute it wrong, you will not get application marks, and also your final answer will be wrong. So you should know that here analysis mark they are given the correct answer to this question. Remember, this is to calculate market share. That means examiners are focusing more on how you have calculated and whether you have given the correct answer with the percentage. If the percentage is not there, the symbol is not there, examiners are not going to give you this 1 mark, okay? So I hope now it's clear to you all. Moving on with what marketing is about. Marketing, when the word we hear marketing, people usually just assume that it's all about just selling the goods, isn't it? Marketing is not just about selling, it's about different things, okay? Like for example, it is identifying the needs of the customers. It is designing the product according to the customer's requirement, and also telling the information which is related to the product. Also charging the right price, plus making the consumers to buy the product through right advertisement, and making the goods available at convenient locations. Overall, this definition gives an idea of what I have discussed now. I told marketing is not just about selling, it is about anticipating to identify and supply the customer's requirement, okay, efficiently and profitably. So that is the definition for marketing. Again, I want you to make a glossary of the terms that we are discussing now, because it's important for you to know that there will be questions to define, plus for each and every question knowledge part is required. So these terms that we are discussing specifically, you have to make a note of that, and that's going to be very easy when you maintain a glossary of the terms that we are discussing. That will help you at the end when you finish Unit 1. You will have a set of key terms that you can go through, so it will be easy. So from now onwards, try to follow that. Right, we are moving to what mass market is about. What does the word mass means? Mass means large, very good. Okay, mass market here refers to a targeting to a large group of customers. Or in other words, we are saying it is a large unsegmented market. Okay, so this is the definition that the examiners gave January 2019 paper. So that means examiners are expecting you to write such type of definition. Doesn't have to be the exact wording which is given there. Now you should know that it will be correct even though it's not the exact word in here, but it should include the key points which is related to mass market. Let's recall, mass market means it is target for large group of people, okay? And they sell. Now, these are the characteristics of mass market. They sell the same products to the consumers and market them in the same way. That means there is no differentiation. It is standardization, okay? It is standardization. There is no difference how they market it. Like, for example, breakfast cereals and computer software and soft drinks. Okay, this is targeted for a large group of customers. And the number of customers in mass market is huge. That means the market size is large. Plus, the market share is also high. As you know, when business sell more number of output or more number of goods, they will be enjoying higher profit. When they sell more number of output, they will be able to reduce average cost per unit, which means they can sell at a lower price. Therefore, they will enjoy higher profit. And also, you should know that branding is very important in mass marketing. Why branding is important? Yes, because there are many competitors in mass market. Okay, brand name, through brand, by giving a name or term or symbol, we identify which product it is. So by branding, mass market, the businesses can be successful. So branding is something which helps the customers to identify the goods of a business, okay, and differentiate them from those of the competitors. As I mentioned earlier, in mass market, there will be many competitors. So brands will help to differentiate. Okay, like for example, Kellogg cornflakes. When we go to a supermarket, and then we used to see there are so many types of cereals, but we prefer Kellogg. Why? Because it is a brand that we are familiar. But you know that breakfast cereals, there are many types of brands, isn't it? So in mass market, through branding, they will be successful, okay, which will help them to increase customer loyalty. Now comes the most important part, how to apply the concept that we discussed to a question. From the beginning, I want you to understand how the examiners will be giving questions from each of the area, because it is going to be very helpful to you. Like now we discuss mass market, what mass market is and the characteristics. If you have an idea of what it is, you can apply it easily when it comes to a question. That's why I'm going to discuss a question which came from mass market. First of all, let us look at the evidence given there. So here in this evidence, it is talking about a Turkish-born entrepreneur, Hamdi, okay? He is a best-selling brand of yogurt in US. So he is now planning, okay? Previously, he was selling his products here. The product is yogurt, okay? Remember, he is a yogurt manufacturer, so he is running yogurt factory in the world. Now look at this part. This is not the whole case study, okay? Students, this is not the whole case study, but I have selected this part to give you a hint of how you can identify the application. Okay, so in this part, okay, you go through, I will just summarize. In this part, it's talking about that they are planning to sell those yogurts, okay, to large number of groups, which make the product accessible to everyone. Previously, they were not doing that. They were part of a niche market. We are going to discuss niche market, okay. Now they are trying to go with mass market. Now the question here is, assess the benefit to Chobani. Chobani is the name of the business, okay? Assess the benefit to Chobani of offering its products to mass market. What will be the benefit that Chobani will get if they offer the products to mass market? That is for 10 marks. Now, when you come across a question, these are the important things you have to keep in your mind. First thing is the command word. What's the command word there? Assess. Next, what's the main key term? What is the thing which is discussed there in the question? The concept. Yes, the concept that we discussed is related to mass market. And the marks, that is for 10. Remember, last class I discussed level-based marking and point-based marking. So here 10 marks means it is a level-based marking. Level-based marking, examiners will be assessing how well a student has applied the 4 of the examination skill, which is knowledge, application, analysis, and evaluation. Now this is how they will be marking level 1 and 2, okay? I'm not going to go in detail to level 1 and 2 because that is not a level where we expect the student to get the marks, okay? Even level 3. But later on I will give an explanation. But let's look at level 4. This is the highest level. This is the level we want all the students to target and also to get the marks between the range 8 and 10. Between that range you will get marks if you are thoroughly, okay, if you are applying the knowledge, understanding of the concept, the definition, okay, and also how effective you are using context. Chobani case study, how effective the student has used the information in the case study and how well the student has applied, okay, have shown the reasons, consequences, all those things. Whether there is a logical chain of reasoning, whether there is a balanced argument, okay, and also whether the student is showing an awareness of the competing factor. So this is what they are going to assess. In short, you can see from here, knowledge is there to identify the key term. Application is there to apply the context Chobani, the information related to that. And also analysis, what could be the benefit that Chobani will get if they go with mass market, okay? And also the evaluation part. So that is how they will be giving the marks. How you are applying these skills is important. They are going to see how well the quality of the points that you have used to justify your answer, that will reward you the good marks. So this part shows indicative content guidance. This is used by the examiners. Now in business, there is no specific answer that you should be worried like you will not get the marks if you don't write this specific point. No, you can get the marks even if you write a point which is not even in the notes. But it should relate to the context. You should be able to give proper justification. Okay, like for example, the advantages and disadvantages related to mass market. There will be many points. If you just Google search also, many points will be there. But how will you apply those points to the context? The case study which is given matters. And if you are able to justify it well, you will get the marks. So remember that it is not always about the quantity, it's about the quality. Yes, first when you are starting, you have to keep these 4 skills in your mind. You will be first applying knowledge skill. You will be stating or you will be defining the key term. Recall the question. The question says, assess the likely benefit to Chobani of offering its product to mass market. So here, you should first define the key term, which is mass market. So you can just define a large unsegmented market where mass appeal products are on sale. That will give you knowledge marks, or you can use the definition that I used previously, okay, from the marking scheme. That will also give you the marks for knowledge. Application, now you will be applying the context. What's the context here? What's the case study given? It's related to Chobani. What's the story about? That previously he was offering yogurts in supermarkets, okay, niche stores, where now Yes, he is targeting to sell it to a larger market. That is the application. That is the main thing which is discussed here. So next you have to know what will be the consequence if Hamdi, okay, the entrepreneur, if he offers the Chobani products to a mass market, what will be the consequence? Yes, here you have to bring the benefits related to mass market. As I said, you don't have to rely on the benefit I wrote here. It can be any benefit, but you should justify it to the context. Now look at what the examiners has given here. So here, you are justifying, you are telling, okay, you are explaining your point like, by selling to mass market, Chobani, okay, can get higher sales, okay, and they could hit break even more quickly than if he was in Ish market, let's say. Means here, when they go with, okay, when Chobani go with mass market, they will be producing in large quantity. Large quantity of yogurts will be produced. When large quantity is produced, average cost per unit will reduce. As a result, they can reduce the price and they can get more profit, isn't it? That is a benefit. So sales will be higher, which will lead to economies of scale, as I just have explained, okay? Now you will be telling, however, we are saying that profit will increase if Chobani products are offered to mass market. However, there are challenges that the Chobani will face. Now, as I mentioned earlier in characteristics, in mass market, there are many competitors, right? So that is a challenge for this business. If they are offering products to a mass market, there will be many well-established competitors. So Chobani, the business need to work on, okay, they need to invest on research and development in order to generate more sales. We can't just say, just because of offering products to a mass market, Chobani will be able to enjoy her profit. It depends on how well they are able to sell the products, okay? Or it depends on the number of competitors. This is higher level evaluation, okay? The examiners are expecting you to think about the concept and you to apply it to the context, the case study which is given, okay? So now I hope you got an idea on how the examiners will be asking questions from this area. It's important for you to know the skill from the beginning. That's why I have focused on a question, okay? For level-based, it's very important for you to practice. I want you to make a plan for this question and have an idea on and think about the concept that we discussed, which is mass market, and the possible ways the examiners will be asking the question. You try to think about it. Hope it's clear to you all. Thank you very much. Wassalamu alaikum.